Hey there, thanks for stopping by. My name is Miss Renee and I'm here today with Young Arts Arizona. If you would like to join me, I'm here to walk you through a watercolor piece. And this one I like to call the Daydreamer. Before we begin painting, I will guide you through a visualization exercise. And the reason why I personally love to incorporate this before I do any sort of creative practice is because we recognize that anything that we create, there's a connection from a movement inside. So the more at ease or the more relaxed we can be in our body and quiet within our mind, the more naturally the art can flow. So first begin by noticing your breath and notice if you're breathing shallow or if you're breathing deeply. And your eyes might become very soft and relaxed with your gaze. Or if you're comfortable with it, allow your eyes to close completely. And begin to inhale and feel your whole spine expanding as you breathe in. Taking in all of the oxygen without any force. And as you exhale, releasing any tension, any stress, any worries. Bring your awareness to your face. And feel the skin around your eyes soft. Even the inside of the mouth is spacious. And together we'll take 3 breaths here, feeling the chest and the heart softening. So empty out this next exhale as it comes. And inhale all the way up. Exhale 1. Inhaling. Exhale 2. Inhaling. Exhale 3. And keeping your mind nice and quiet. Might take a little stretch through your fingertips or your toes. And with our clear mind, we'll begin our project. For our lesson today, you'll need a few items on hand. 1, watercolor paints and watercolor paper. 3 brushes, large, medium, and small. A nice clean cup of water, and then a fine point marker or a pen would work as well. Need at least 4 colors of paint. So I have here red, yellow, and orange. And then a green for the leaves. So choose any color that you like, but I recommend at least 4 different colors to use today. Grab your fine point Sharpie or pen. We'll start by creating the face. So here you see the face is made up of 2 eyes, a chin or a face, and then a neck, which is made up of 2 lines. So I'll walk you through how to create each of these shapes. In art, we want to think about how much space we have. So to begin, when you want to create your neck, for example, bring your eye to the bottom of your page and then draw your attention up maybe just about 1 inch or 1.5 inches. And we'll start from here to create the neck. So the neck has two lines, and they have a little bit of a curve to them, and they're about the same width and length. Then from here, we'll create the chin. And I like to come out towards the side. When you think about a face, some of our faces are round, some are more heart-shaped or oval. So you create any sort of definition here to outline the bottom of your face, or the Daydreamer's face, whoever you are creating today. Next will be the eyes, starting with the eyebrows. And again, think about bringing some space. So you come from the chin, you draw up, and you want to leave some space for the nose. And then coming up and out towards the side, drawing a little happy, gentle rainbow. Think about that arc. And another one. To create the eyes, you can think about a U shape. So drawing a wide U down and up. And again, down and up. Now, what are eyelashes made up out of? What sort of shape do you see here? Straight lines. So continue that. Starting at the bottom of your U shape. And you can create many lashes, long lashes, maybe short lashes. And that's all we need this for. Everything else we will paint. Please grab the largest brush that you have, and we'll begin by creating the T-shirt. And when we use watercolor paint, we want to get always a little bit of water on our brush to begin, and grab a hold of any color that you choose and begin. The shoulders are a little bit wider than the neck. And maybe you have a scoop T. And creating your shirt. Continuing, we'll start by creating a flower. So use your large medium brush and come up towards the top of your page somewhere and choose a space to begin. You'll create a petal of a flower. So begin by starting out towards the edge and then just drawing in towards the center, making the petal more narrow as you come in. And then again, wide and narrow. And following all the way around. We'll continue to create another large flower. So all of our flowers will be different based off of the colors we use and the type of brush that we're using. And that is perfect. Clear off your brush when you're done. Giving it a good rinse. We'll set that off to the side for later. Next, grab a hold of your medium-sized brush. So not the smallest, but right in between large and medium. Grab some water and choose another color. I'm going to choose orange. This is our second type of flower. For this version, you'll start towards the end of a petal and just draw a straight line all the way in and stop. And then again, a straight line all the way in towards an imaginary center point. And continue with this. You can also try to make your petals shorter. So maybe the lines aren't quite as long. You'll notice if you change the angle of your brush, as I'm doing here, you can change the thickness of your line. So completing wherever you are, finishing off. And clean your brush. Grab the smallest brush you have and add some water. And in this version, we'll create what I like to call the ocean wave flower. Bring your small brush and we'll start by creating a little curve, just like an ocean wave, right? So it goes up and down and up and down. So here you can find these soft, curvy lines until you come all the way around. And what we're creating here is, you see this flower, there are two different wavy ocean-like flower petals. So also here you see another example. So I'm going to challenge you, see if you can create another ocean wave petal inside your shape, or maybe on the outside. And if you're not sure what I mean, you can watch along here. For me, I'll start at the inside of my flower and then follow and trace. And adding on to the outside of my flower. So we'll create one more like that. And as you're painting here, pay attention to your breath. And again, noticing if you're breathing shallow or deep. Keeping your mind nice and quiet. Clean your brush and grab any color that you like, still with the flower color, so not quite for the leaves. I'm going to go back towards red. And this will be our last flower type today that I want to share with you. So this one is very simple. You'll take your brush and you're going to trace a perfect circle, like a little donut, all the way around until they connect. And then again, following that, maybe other places. You can also use a bigger brush and another color. So here you'll see a medium-sized brush and you can create a big circle. Don't be afraid to take your attention off the page, so you can actually bring the flowers that they, what is called, bleed over the edge. And what this does is it takes the imagination off into space. So give yourself one more circular flower of any size. And now we'll add in the small, simple dots. Now these are very easy, but they add a lot of life. So grab another color, any color you like, and create a center point in your circles that you created for your flowers. Mixing and matching different colors. And don't forget to take your eye back to the other flowers as well, the larger ones coming in, and you can create big center points. Now that you have the hang of these very simple dot brush strokes, we'll continue now. Take our eye out and beyond. So here, see these little tiny dots I have created all wisping throughout? We'll continue with that idea. I find it most helpful to use the small brush for dotting, but I encourage you to play with other techniques, colors, brushes, etc. And it's best not to think too much about each stroke, but just let your heart guide you. Next, we'll finish the face. So here you see she has a nose, a mouth, and 2 cheeks. I recommend your small brush, especially for the face, so that you can create nice detail. Grab a hold of your color for the nose. I'm going to use a pinkish color. And when we think about the nose, I like to think about an L shape. So we have a vertical line, which means it goes up and down. And then we have a horizontal line, which means it crosses as far as you like. And again, you can see it looks like an L shape. Next, the mouth. Coming below the nose, a horizontal line. Now you can add a little bit of a curve up and down for your horizontal line to create some definition for the lip. And don't forget a bottom lip as well, curving up. And the cheeks. Add a little bit of water to dilute the pigment of your paint, and come on over in nice little simple circles right under your eyes. And the last 2 pieces we have are the t-shirt and the leaves. So with the t-shirt, I have here heart shapes. You're welcome to do anything at all that you like. Stripes, triangles, maybe something you have on your shirt, or maybe a favorite shirt that you wear. A simple way to make hearts is bring your brush to the tip and then just draw yourself an angled line up and curve, and then come back down to where you began. And then again, from this bottom point, angle out the opposite direction and curve and come back down. clean your brush, and we'll move on to creating the leaves. You'll need to use a green color or any color that you have on your palette will work. I recommend the smaller medium brush to start. When we think about leaves, they have all different shapes and sizes, so there's no rules here. I'll walk you through a few. 1, bring your brush again to an imaginary tip of your leaf and then curve it to come out and all the way out, so a nice long leaf, and again it points. And then again come back to where you began, round out and narrow in and come to a point and fill in your leaf. Try one more like that. A long, narrow leaf, pointing and connecting, one tip to the other. Grab your smallest brush and come anywhere else on your page to continue. In this leaf, we'll create a wider circular point. So it starts here, and instead of being long and thin, it's a little more wide. And here you'll notice that I'm going to keep the leaf open. So that's another style, where here we filled in the leaves, here they're open. So you might notice how the smaller brush allows you to create more detail because you have more control over the width. So it's helpful for small items. And I'm going to add more dots now for my leaves. So you know how to do this, just creating some little petal shapes, dots. Now you have all of the tools to continue. You might feel that your piece is complete, or you might wish to add more. So again, our review of the different types of flowers are, we did the large petal, we did the straight line flowers, we did the ocean curvy wave flowers, and the very simple circular donut flowers. And lastly, you can add details with fine dots and with leaf details. So together we'll take another minute or two and continue to add any final touches that you would like to. Sit back, relax, and let your heart guide the way. Now that you have all of the tools in practice, you can continue to work on this painting, and as always, I encourage you to make it your own. So it may develop into something completely different, and that's perfect. So I thank you for joining me. I do love to hear from you, so if you would like to send me any questions or share with me your piece of art, you can email me, in which I'll share my address at the end of this video for you. Thank you for being here today, and I look forward to seeing you next time.